Hello YouTube, it's Brad from obviously MasonicGamer.com, and this is probably now the fourth time I've sat down to record this video. As you can probably see, you can probably hear, I am absolutely fucked. I have come back from Blackpool with fuck knows AIDS or something. Sore throat, headaches, body aches. I am absolutely fucking knackered. I thought I was just tired from the weekend, but today is Tuesday. I've been recording this video since Sunday. I just feel so ill. If I haven't got back to any of your text messages, emails or anything like that, I apologise. I've actually been in bed. It's late afternoon now on the Tuesday. I've just slept. I feel really ill. But I'm going to get through this video. It needs to be done. And obviously it's about the experiences from playing Blackpool or at the Norbrook Castle. What a weekend. Absolutely brilliant weekend. I arrived there roughly about 3 o'clock, or past 3 on the Friday, the day before the event. Just checking in, turned round, first person I saw was my good pal, Gaming My Dad. I've been following him for a long time, since he had low numbers on his channel, and I think he was one of the first subs on my channel, and definitely one of the first trades I did on YouTube was with him. It was him and Daz were the first couple of trades I did. So it was just nice to actually get to know someone straight away. So I checked in, I turned round to him, he was checking in next to me. I said, let me buy you a beer, and we went straight to the bar. We didn't even put his bags upstairs, straight to the bar, had a beer, sat down, had a chat. And that's one thing I promised myself I would do this time. I would spend time with people that I'd not met before. I speak to a lot of tubers all the time, big channels, small channels, you know, I speak to them, the channels with 2 or 3 subs on them. I talk to these people, and I knew they were going to be at Blackpool, and I wanted to spend time with these guys. I'd met all the regular faces before, obviously I'd spent time with them, but my main focus was to go and meet new people, YouTubers, or tubers that I'd not met before. Not necessarily new, some of them channels for a long time, but obviously they're quite new to me. So it's nice to spend time with Ad. I put the bags upstairs on the Friday, headed back down to the bar, and Cajonas Dolores, Daz was there. Really great to see Daz again. I spent quite a bit of time with Daz over the weekend. Ocarina fella came down, really good to see him. It was one guy I was really looking forward to meeting. It was amazing that he was there. Sweet Gamer Raz, again, that guy is so fucking funny. He's so genuine, he just makes me laugh. He really does. Yeah, Raz, you're the man. I had such a good time with you over that weekend. The usual faces joined us. Cybersnake7, Jay, great to see you again, buddy. Dave, Retro Dave Nintendo, again, great to see you, buddy. Your knowledge on your systems is amazing. Another surprise for me, because I totally forgot he was coming, was Mark Hulsborough. I think I said that right, it's Hulsborough, is that correct? I had a good chat to him on the Friday about building a cabinet, how he built his and the best way of going about it. And I probably will be coming back to you, Mark, because I'm serious, I've got some prints down off the internet now, some designs, and I'll probably be coming back to you at some point for a little bit of help with a few things. So, Mark, really great to meet you. Of course, Richard Turner. Richard, you're a top guy, you and your brother Johnny were there. We had a good chat, and for what you told me, like these events, you wouldn't even leave your house about a year ago, and now you're at an event of this scale, and you're in your element, buddy. You absolutely loved it, and you're such a nice guy. It was so good to meet you. I've talked to you again, Facebook and on YouTube. It was just nice to get you there, and I think it was at East straight away, wasn't it? You walked in and that was it. You just knew everybody and you were fine. So well done, buddy. Big thumbs up, as you'd say. Who else did we say? Gashead. How can I forget Gashead? Great guy. Again, a funny guy. He comes across very dry. He's dry sense of humour. Brilliant, got on with Gashead really well. Steve, again, I've been talking to Steve, but I text and stuff and on the phone, so sort of knew Steve. On the Sunday, I did actually see Ben Shamuso, and Ben was one of the guys that I was really looking forward to meeting. I've been watching Ben's channel for a long time. He's very articulated, comes across very well on camera. And it's a shame that I was actually on the way out the door when you shouted me. Literally, my lift was waiting in the car, so I left home. So I literally spoke to you for 2 minutes, Ben. So I'm sorry about that. I'm sure we'll put that right in Manchester. One guy that I really wanted to have a beer with and a chat with. And likewise, Monkey Spaz, another guy I've been talking to quite a lot on Facebook, James, Monkey Spaz 5000, really nice guy. I met him on the Saturday, and I was feeling a bit worse for wear, which turned out it wasn't just beer related, it's this bloody bugger thing coming out. And on the Sunday, he'd been out on the Saturday, so he was feeling a bit zombified. So our chats were very, hello, hi, that's it. So another guy I'd really want to spend a little bit more time with. Hopefully in Manchester, we'll go and have a beer somewhere and have a little bit of a chat and catch up. But yeah, there's so many great tuners. Like I say, all the Retro Unlimited team were there. They went out on the Saturday night. I was in bed at 8 o'clock on the Saturday night, feeling really ill. So I didn't get to meet many of them. You know, I saw a couple of them in passing. I think I gave one of them a press pass so they could get it on the Sunday. I had a spare press pass on the Sunday, so he came in with me. But yeah, nice to meet everybody. I'm sorry if I haven't mentioned anybody's names. There was just so many of you. There really was. Little Steve as well. I can't forget Little Steve. Bloody hell. Retro. So I mean, Retro Tom. Such a funny guy. He had a smile. He got pissed up with us on the Friday, and I think he had a smile. Every time I saw him, he had a massive smile on his face. He was so happy. I think he loved that event. And he's only a young guy, and you know, for him to go to these events, these consoles that we were playing and looking at, probably outdate this guy by 20 years. But you know, he knows his stuff, and he's a collector. So, Retro Tom, it was really good to meet you, bud. We had a good laugh with you. So yeah, the event itself, like I said, there'll probably be some footage spliced into this. So there might be some jump cuts. I'll go into footage. I'll try and get it right. So we went in the trading room. I had straight to the trading room first. There's some items that I were after, and obviously being a PlayStation 1 collector, not solely PlayStation 1 collector, but my main focus at the moment is my PlayStation 1. They're the games I wanted to get from here. I don't know many PlayStation 1 collectors online that I can actually trade with, especially on YouTube. There's a few, but they don't seem to be going, you know, balls at it like myself at the moment. So I am actually going to slow down on the PlayStation 1 over the coming months, because it looks like I'm definitely getting 2 new systems, but I think there's going to be a third, which is a little bit of a change for me and my channel. But I'm not going to spoil anything. Hopefully I'll be talking to the guy towards weekend. I texted him this morning, so hopefully he's got that text message and we'll sort that out towards weekend. But I don't want to say who it is, what system it is, because he hasn't done his video yet. So I'm sure he might mention on his video that one of the things may be for me. So, but I am going to have that system off it. So yeah, straight into the trading hall. There was probably 20 traders in there, roughly 20 traders. I went straight to the first one, which was on the left hand side. Quite a lot of PlayStation 1 games. And this guy really fucking pissed me off. I could have punched the fucker. Basically, every game I picked up, all the games I want, like Rival Schools, there were loads. I picked them out of the boxes, and they all had no manuals, and they wanted top dollar for them. Now, they would negotiate a little bit. You're talking like £2 off or something, but they were above eBay prices for the PlayStation 1 for some reason, way above eBay prices, and they wasn't complete. They were really shitty quality. But one game I was looking for was R-Types on the PlayStation 1, and this is what pissed me off, really pissed me off with this fucking trader. I'd looked through his PlayStation 1 games, I had quite a lot of PlayStation 1, and I'd moved on to my second passion, which was PlayStation 2, and then Cube. They were next to each other, so I was looking through those. And one of his staff members, or his business partner, had come back. Now this was before the event opened, this was about 40 minutes before the event actually opened to the public, and he had been round getting games off of the stalls, and he had R-Types on PlayStation 1. And I heard him say to, again, business partner or boss, I'm not quite sure, the guy that was with him, he paid £8 on the corner for it. So I thought, fair play, you know, I'll go for about 12 quid or something like that, mate, make his little quarters a game that I really want. I don't mind that. So I pretended to look through the Cube while he was pricing it up. I couldn't see what price he was putting on it. I saw him put it into the PlayStation 1 bucket. So I slowly made my way over there, picked it out, £30 on it, 30 quid. So I basically said to him, listen mate, I know, I heard you say you've just got it for 8 quid. Would you take a tenner, 12 quid for it? And he was like, no, it'll sell this weekend. I'm not moving any money off that. I said, come on mate, you've just paid 8 quid for it. He said, it doesn't matter what I paid for it, it's 30 quid. So he was like, well fuck you sort of thing. So it's going to sell this weekend. So I went back there on the Sunday, before I left, so about 2 o'clock on the Sunday, and it was still sat there. Again, I offered him £12, so I spoke to you yesterday, I know you paid 8 quid for it, or you're going to sell it to me. And he basically said, no, I'm not going to sell it for 12 quid. I'll put it on Game Trader, on Facebook, or stick it on eBay, or Amazon. I'm not selling it for that price. the fucker paid £8 for it. It really pissed me off. So basically I called him a cunt, walked off his stall. I didn't buy from that fucking guy. There was a couple of items on there I wanted, I just didn't buy from him. But the rest of the traders seemed pretty cool in that trading hall. There was everything you could imagine, for every system you could imagine in there. Hopefully there's been bits of footage in here.
There's nobody in the world who can define that there is
Let's get about 40 bits of footage.
That should show you the trading hall. As you can see, it was early, I was in there quite early on getting this footage, so it wasn't very busy. But there was so much, any system you wanted, you could get games for there. Prices were about right, about eBay price with postage, but a lot of them would do deals on them. You know, I sorted some stuff out for Raz and other people that were there straight away. I said, don't pay the price on them tickets, let me have a word, and you know, it worked. I didn't actually buy anything. Oh yes, I did. I bought one thing from that haul. But yeah, I didn't actually buy much from that haul. The main place I bought from was Console Passion. Console Passion, I think, have a lot of respect in the community at the events. The stuff they have are usually very good. Everything works. They're of a good quality. They give you a receipt as a guarantee, so you get your money back or you can switch it over. They look after you, and they will do bundle deals. So even though the prices are slightly up there, inflated a bit, they're not as bad as some of the traders, but they are inflated, they will do a bundle deal if you ask them. They are pretty cool like that. You don't pay, excuse my throat was really dry, you don't pay the price that's on the boxes. So went to Console Passion and I got some items, actually bundled some stuff up with Berger, who was there with me, my friend. He bought a load of Japanese Super Famicom games, big pile of them. I bought 3 items and it worked out. We got about 10% off, so I was quite happy with the price I paid and for the quality I got, which was the main thing, because with me collected, it's quality, box complete, mint. It has to be now because it's one of my main focuses, the PlayStation 1. So I'll go on to the games I got from Console Passion afterwards. But the Saturday for me was mainly, like I say, I wanted to meet tubers I'd not met before. And after Manchester last year, where I spent 7 hours in the bar, I think I played one pinball machine last year and visited Console Passion once. That's all I did, I spent time in the bar. I decided I wasn't going to do that on a Saturday. I was going to go out and I was going to play all the arcade machines that I wanted to play, relive some of that youth, you know, them games that I played when I was younger, and also play the systems that are set up. Now every system you can imagine is set up there to play, and the staff there are great. You say, have you got this game, or can you recommend a game that I'm going to, tell them what sort of genre you like, they'll put a new game in for you. So I spent quite a lot of time on a system that I got on 2 systems I don't really collect for. It's something that the community does collect for a lot. I'm not going to spoil it too much because it's a system I'm getting, so I'll go into it in a bit more detail once I've got it. So the plan was on the Saturday to go there and play these certain systems and get a real feel for that system. Now, for me, being brought up on Sega, so you can probably guess what systems I'm on about, even though these systems were around the house, my brother had one, he wasn't really a gamer though, I think he had like 2 games for it. I haven't really got a nostalgic feeling for it. I don't really have that, that passion for the system. But it's a system that I've always been interested in. Well, 2 systems actually. But because I've not played the games, I've not really got an understanding of the system, or even the company that made this system, I wanted to have a go and see what all the fuss was about. And I spent the best part of 3 hours on these 2 systems, and I must have played about 20 games between them. The guy was actually sat down with me. He runs the stores, he runs the arcade, the console bits, and saying, "Oh, you should try this game, you should try that game." And I played some apparently real gems on the system, and they were real gems. They were good games. So I think that made my mind up for the next console I'm getting, and something that I'm going to collect for. But I'm not going to collect the PAL. So partly because I can't afford the prices the PAL or the NTSC go for. I don't want to be spending silly money on these games. So yeah, all will be revealed. I'm not going to go into much detail about that. But yeah, that was my Saturday. My Saturday was to go around, play the arcade machines, play the games, and then just enjoy it, because it's something I didn't do last time. And in that hall there must have been, what, 50, 70 arcade machines in there. Every arcade machine from like the 70s, mid-70s up to about 1990s were in there. The big ones, if you can name a big one, it was probably there. There was a couple missing, there was a couple not working, like Gauntlet. I was really looking forward to playing Gauntlet. For some reason that wasn't on for the whole weekend. I was a bit disappointed with that. But, that was one machine out of about 60, 70 machines. So I spent a lot of time there. These are all set to free play, so we completed quite a few games over that weekend. Smash TV we completed, I can't remember, we completed about 4 or 5 of the arcade machines, which was really great. Kept meeting up with tubers throughout the day on the Saturday, wander around, would have a chat, wander off, have a chat, and it was just an amazing experience, it really was. But I did feel quite ill. So Saturday night comes, off to bed. I was in bed at 8 o'clock. I'd gone up to ring the kids. I was having a drink in the bar with the lads, nipped up just to ring the children, and fell asleep on the bed. Woke up at 6 o'clock in the morning on the Sunday from a message from Sweet Gamer Raz saying, "I'm coming to have breakfast at your house," and he just rocked up in a taxi and came and had breakfast with us, which was pretty cool, with his suitcase and having breakfast. And then we went back to the event on the Sunday. I had to spend a little bit more time with a few of the other tubers on Sunday. Raz, Monkey Spazzasaur, Steve, Tootie UK, and I spent a bit of time walking around with them. The 2 Steves, I can't remember your channel numbers, they've got numbers after your names. I met both of you in the halls, on the trading halls on the Sunday. Shocks, like I say, I met you. Ben Shimuso, I met you on the Sunday. Ocarina of Fowler, I walked around with you for a bit on the Sunday. There was just so many. Sunday was the time that I'd put aside to actually do the tuber thing and walk around with people. So that's what I did on the Sunday. And I also bought one item on the Sunday, and it's something that I've been after for the PlayStation 1 collection. Can you hear that? Sounds like Michael switched. Don't know if that's coming up on camera. But yeah, I bought myself a fight stick. So, I don't know if you've seen these before, these are Michael switched. These are all. Well, it's a brilliant bit of kit, absolutely amazing. I can now play with fighters without having to use the stupid analog sticks. And really, really impressed with the price I paid for it. It was on for 20. I think I got it for 13 in the end. I also bought something else with it, which was for a friend, so he's already had that. So I was really impressed with 13 quid, and it works absolutely perfectly. It's in really good condition. Really, really impressed with it. So that was the first thing I bought on the Sunday. Now I've done this completely wrong. I've done it all backwards, because on the Friday, Retro Dave Nintendo, Dave came over to me and said, Brad, I bought this for you. Now this is something I totally forgot about, Dave. I really did. You put a video up a couple of months ago, I think, saying I've got these things. Does anybody want them? You don't have to pay me for them. Just get me a drink or whatever. I don't think I even bought you a drink, which I feel really bad about. But I also didn't give you a cart that I had in my little. I took my PlayStation 1 bag with me. It had like the camera and stuff. And you'd asked for a cart for one of your kids, and I had it in my bag for you. And I didn't see you on the Saturday at all. I saw you very briefly running between stalls, and then I was in bed early, so I actually had it in that bag for you. So I will get your address and I'll get it out to you, mate. But I think you know what cart it is anyway. But he came up to me and brought me the Skyrim strategy guide. So thanks, Dave. This now completes my Skyrim collection. I've got the big collector's edition with the art book, but I didn't have the strategy guide, so that's going to go in with that. So really appreciate that, Dave. Thank you very much. Again, top tuber. If you don't know who Dave is, you need shooting. And then a little trade with Tootie. So this happened on the Sunday. I didn't know about this. I think it happened on the Sunday. It might have happened on the Saturday, but I gave him his part of the trade on the Sunday. Part of the trade. But he came up to me, says, Brad, I've got that game for you. It's a game that I'm actually after for the collection. I actually only need 6 now, and I've completed the collection on the PlayStation 1. So the game is, it's in really good condition, Stuart. I know you picked one up recently, that's why you're getting rid of this one. But, you know what, I don't know how better the other one is you got, because this one's in really good condition. So it's Final Fantasy 9. So that was part of a trade I did with Stuart, so he'll probably show you what he got off me in his video. But also, he remember me saying in a past video, I was after one game that it was a launch title. It's a game that I didn't have in my collection, and he apparently had a copy and he bought it for me. So it just shows you it's worth saying in your videos what you're actually looking for, because people do remember, and when it comes to trades or gifts and stuff, they'll bring it for you. No, it's not, I don't think it's an expensive game, it's just one that I had at launch and I hadn't been able to find out in the wild. And it's a Battle Arena to Shinden. Again, this was Sony's attempt at the 3D fighters. It's not a great game, but you know, it's one that I picked up when I got my PlayStation at launch. So thank you very much, Stuart. Really do appreciate that. Now, again, on the Friday, told you, I'm not quite with it. My friends came down from where I live. Now, I've known Ted and Berger, or Matt, for years, absolutely years. Basically, in our town, there used to be just one video game shop. There was just one down there. It was tucked away down a little back street, and it was called Bits and Pieces in Macclesfield. And video gamers, you know, the true gamers were always in there, and that's how I got to know Matt and Berger and Ted. Both great guys. They both know the stuff. Berger's actually got an amazing collection, a really good collection. And he's the guy that I've been doing some video footage with in his attic and stuff. He's one of the guys. And Ted has got a great knowledge of gaming. He really has. He knows video games. So it looks like they're going to start a channel up, which I'll be going to shout out when they've done it. So everybody, you've all met them, top guys. I'm sure you want to go and check out their channel once they've got it set up. But Berger brought me a pile of PlayStation 1 games as a future trade. He's got a few bits. He knows I've got a few bits that he wants. So we're going to work that trade out now we're back home. But he brought these along to Blackpool for me, and it made my Friday. It really did. Some of these games I've been after. Some of them I'll probably never find out in the wild, so I was really happy to get them. There's some nice little gems in here. So the first one is, I've actually got the Black Label edition with this, but it's nice to have the Platinum. I'm going for a complete set. Like I say, I'm going to start slowing down on PlayStation, start focusing on a different console for a little bit. Something I tend to do. I do tend to switch between consoles. I really go bang, 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 get all the stuff that I want, and then I'll still collect for them, I still pick bits up for them, but then I refocus a little bit and get the stuff I want for a different console. I mean, over the years, I think I've had near enough every console, so it's not like I haven't got any fond memories of these consoles. I mean, I had an AES Neo Geo, something that I do want to get again, but I sold that purely because I just couldn't afford to buy the games for them. I couldn't afford to buy the carts. I was working when I got one, but I think I was on an apprenticeship wage, so I couldn't afford, you know, the prices these games demand. Even now, they're pricey, but there's a couple of titles there that I know I can afford now, and it's ones that I want back. So that could be a future console for me. if the price is right, of course. But anyway, on to PlayStation 1. I'm still on that kick at the moment. So he bought me these games down. This one is the Platinum version, like I was saying before, for Gran Turismo 2. Still an excellent racing game. It really is. It's not looking as good as it did back in the day, obviously. It doesn't. Your memories seem to think, you know, this was absolutely stunning. It was sort of power with the PlayStation 3 or 4. Obviously, you play it now, it's not. But it plays really well. And the actual physics of the car and stuff, it's absolutely amazing. For the day, you know, this is what, 25 years old now? 20 years old? 94. 20 years old. The physics of these cars is absolutely amazing. Definitely worth checking out. You know, everybody had this and who had a PlayStation. If you haven't played it for a long time, pick it up and play it. You still won't be disappointed with it. So the next one is a shooter. Again, I didn't have this one. It's the Classics Edition, but I do like shooters, and it's Area 51. So I think there was an arcade machine of this out, weren't there, in the day as well, if I remember correctly. We were playing this on an arcade, you had like secret rooms you went into, and I'm sure it was this game. Maybe. But yeah, I'm looking forward to having that. I'll have to play that when I'm feeling a bit better. Next one's a series of games that I don't actually own any of them before yet, and it's a series that I was actually looking for at Play Blackpool, but I couldn't find any of them. So I'm sure they might have been there, but I didn't see them. But it's nice to have the third one in the series, and it's Siphon Filter 3. So I'll be reliving a bit of, what's his name, is it Gabe Logan. That's it, Gabe Logan. And for some reason he reminds me of the guy from Uncharted, Drake. I don't know why, but he does. So, great series. Next one, hours and hours and hours on this in the day with the guys. Used to come round. Definitely I was this over FIFA back in the day. So you probably know what it is, but it's Pro Evolution 2. Again, a welcome edition. I will be playing this one. I never played this on the PlayStation 1, but I played it on the, I think it might have been the Amiga or the ST. The Amiga, I think. But it's Robocod James Bond 2. Sure it was the Amiga I played this on back in the day. So I'll be firing that up, having a nice bit of platform fun. Next one, it's getting quite hard to get hold of now. It's not too pricey, but these double disc sets are quite hard to get hold of because people had the game. So when they bought out the double disc, the 2 games in one, they just didn't sell very well because people already had the games in there. So, well, this is the Driver 1, Driver 2 box set, which is in immaculate condition. This one really is. Next one needs a change of the cover. Something I can do quite easily. Again, it's the beat 'em ups. So now I've got the fight stick. I'm really looking forward to getting stuck into these. It's Street Fighter Plus, EX2 Plus. So say the covers must be changing over. Next one's got a nice selection of games on. Again, beat 'em ups, absolutely amazing games on there. Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 2 Turbo, and Street Fighter Alpha 2 Dash. So it's a Street Fighter collection. Again, now I've got the fight stick, really looking forward to playing these. Looking forward to kicking some arse when the lads comes around. Now I've got the stick, they can play on the little buttons. Next one, needs no introduction really. Great side-scrolling shooter. A series, one of these games back when I had me Neo Geo, and I've actually already completed this, even though I've been ill. I've been laying on the sofa, which is just behind the camera there in the office. I've been playing this, absolutely love it. It is Metal Slug X. So this one's in immaculate condition again. And the cream of the crop, the gem in my eyes, a series that I've been on the look out for. The prices it demands is just silly, even for disc only. You're looking 50 quid for a disc. Unfortunately this is missing the front inlay, but I know I had a word with my good friend Sweet Gamer Raz. I've given him a few little gifts, and I say if you want to really want to repay them gifts, just give me a nice, because he does some nice printouts. He's got a nice printer, he's got nice paper, paint, printer ink, and he said he'd do me the inlay for this. So hopefully, Raz, if you remember that, I really would appreciate that. So the game in question is, and it's fucking balls hard. I've tried it. It's really fucking hard. It's Mega Man X5. Like I say, it's all there. It's just missing the inlay, but the manual is really nice disc. So, but yeah, thank you very much, Berger, for that. I know you had a good chat with some of the guys there, and let's talk to you on the way back in the car. You and Ted, I think you both had an absolutely amazing time. So it's nice just to go with friends as well as meeting new friends. Now the next ones are the games that I bought from Console Passion that I bundled up. I might have paid a little bit more than what you probably would do on eBay for these. Obviously I did get a discount, I got 10% off roughly, so it worked out probably about right, but the condition is everything, especially for the two. The top one was really cheap anyway, and I'll show you that one. It's a strange little platformer, 3D platformer game. Really bizarre, great game. I think it was out on the N64 as well, from Atari, and it's Glover. Again, box and complete. You can always guarantee with console passion the quality usually is bang on, and it is pretty much bang on. It's really good condition. I think I paid about, I think it worked out maybe £4 for this once we got the discount, so it wasn't too bad. It's a game that I've been looking for. It's a game I had back in the day. Really obscure little puzzly, platformy game where you're a glove and you've got control balls around this map. Really interesting game. Next one is a game, again, I've been on the lookout for. I think this worked out about £11 by the time I got the discount on it, so they had it on for 14, so about £11. It's an absolutely spanking brand new mint condition, so I'm not bothered about that. I can remember importing the first one of these back in the day. You've never got a PAL release, I've only got an NTSC release, and definitely if you're a Resident Evil fan, this is the game you should sort out to play next if you've not played it before. And it's Parasite Eve 2. So like I said, this is absolutely mint, and it was on for £14. I think it was 11, so I got the discount. So again, really impressed, and I mean it's like brand new. It's like a day one edition. And finally, for the pickups from Play Blackpool is a game. Like I say, I only need the 6 in the series now on the PlayStation 1 to complete this series. Again, a game that I've been on the lookout for. It is quite a pricey game. It's something that you don't really see out in the wild. I'm sure people have found it in the wild, but I never see it. They had this on at £32, so you can probably see what it is there. I didn't pay £32, I think it worked out at, might stand corrected if I'm doing my maths correctly, 26 roughly. So for £26 it is like brand new. I mean, it's absolutely fucking mint. No marks on the disc, no marks. The manual doesn't look like it's been opened. It looks like it's a brand spanking new game. And it is Final Fantasy Anthology. So I'm getting back into my RPGs again now. I started playing 9 quite recently. Stuart, thank you. I've put about an hour and a half into 9 already. Again, that is what I'll probably jump onto next, is the Anthology, just because I've not played it. And just a quick, before I went to play Blackpool a couple of days before, I picked up 2 games, 25p each from the charity shop. That was the next Tetris, again, absolutely mint, for 25p for the case. It's 25p, so that's fine. And a great little platformer game, Disney's Tarzan. So yeah, that's a little recap there of my weekend, and I didn't think I'd get through this video. I do feel really shit. I mean, really bad at making. Even my jaw is aching. But yeah, I'd like to thank everybody that was there, and well, not really thank them, but it was just a great time. Everybody, there was no massive egos, there were nothing, you know, if you've never been to one of these events, get out there, get it done. Now I am going to do another video. I've got quite a lot of footage from the event, arcades, different consoles, cosplay, everything. I've got a lot of footage on my camera, so I'm going to do a little cut down video and put some music so you can come and check it out. There's quite a lot of tubers on there. Please check out that video, and I'm going to go to bed because I feel really ill. So thanks for watching, guys. Great meeting you all. The guys that I didn't meet, there were some people that were there. Killer C, Kieran, I was there on Saturday, buddy, never saw you. Like I say, I spent the day on the arcade machines, so if you weren't around there, you wouldn't have seen me. There's people that never turned up. Lee Retro Chef, I wanted to have a talk with you. Tino, again, 2D Fighting Rob 2D Fighting Champion, or whatever it is now. Tino 777, another guy that really missed, another guy I wanted to speak to. There's just so many that weren't there that would have been great to see. But hopefully he'll be there at Manchester, and I am coming down to London soon, so I want to go to Play Nation Games, so I'm hoping to do that in the next month. So I'll be arranging with Gashead to go down and see him while I'm down there, Ocarina Fella, and the rest of you that are down that way. So as always, guys, probably a bit of a longer video than what I usually do, bit of wafflage and bit of going on things. It was a great weekend. I just feel really bloody ill. So as always, keep gaming, guys, and thanks for watching.